Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So just came from out back on the pad, checking on the cows real quick. They're out there eating a hay bale. It's kind of a gloomy day. It's only 57 degrees right now, so we've got a few, pardon the beeping, I'm not buckled. We've got a few random things to work on this morning, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. Can't forget to grab my breakfast. So if you are new here, I say this every video, and probably you guys that have been watching for a long time are getting annoyed with it, but if you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm in Maine. I make videos about that. We milk in a tie stall barn, 70 cows. It's just me and my boss, Brent. We have a lot to do because it's just us. It's a lot of work, but we love it, and we love bringing you guys along with us. So if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe. So the first thing that we're gonna be doing, breakfast is gonna have to wait. We've got a snap to put on. One of these snaps broke. Now, usually we use these bowl snaps here. So you can see these ones, silver ones right here. You just pull them down with your pointer finger and your thumb, and you open that up, and that's how you hook a cow. You hook it right under there. Most of them have a ring on their chain, but some of them don't, so you have to hook it right onto their chain. And the only reason, a lot of people ask, the only reason that we tie the cows up when they come in to get milked is simply because if we don't, they will just keep leaving stalls. And that would be super confusing. You wouldn't know who you'd already milked. They would be stealing each other's feed, and it would just be chaos in the barn. So that is why they get hooked, just so they're not getting into trouble, like coming up front, beating on other cows. Cows are not generally very nice to each other. They're a lot like kids in a lot of ways, so you got to pay close attention to them. That's why they get hooked. But anyway, these haven't been lasting like they have been in the past, so we're switching over to these just regular pull down ones, and those seem to be lasting pretty good. We've got a lot of them. We're probably just going to switch over completely and start getting these ones once the rest of them go. You can see we've got one there, one up there. They're pushing this sill off. I think the reason that they do it right in this one spot is because our biggest cow likes to lay over here, and she's constantly getting up and pushing her chest against that, and she pushes it right off. She just breaks the nails right off in it. You can see we actually put some screws down through there last time, and she still broke it. So we're gonna have to take the ram set, put a couple more nails in there. We have to do it pretty much every fall because she ruins that section. We haven't redone like any other section in the barn but that one. So this is the one I believe that's broken. You can tell it's very old. All this stuff is worn right off in it. Yep, definitely the one. So we got to get that one off there, which is generally the fun part. It would be easier if you could just cut them, but these little things that hook the links, that hook the snap to the link that you can open right up, they're expensive. So cutting those, we used to do it, just cut them right off and put a new one on. But now they're like probably $6 or $7 for one of those. So it's like, I'll struggle with it. Don't fall, guys. Hopefully you can see it right there. It's kind of stuck. Here we go. So what you want to do, set that there. Get your hammer in there somehow. Generally not easy. There. And then you're just going to try to, well, pull it open. There. You got it. Ha! Look at that, guys. That's a first. Then you just slide the old one off, throw it, put the new one on, and close it up. Try not to hit your hand while you're at it. Good as new. Throw this one in the trash. Move on to our next project. The calves are being really quiet because I fed them some second crop from the field that we finished baling. We actually got everything done before the rain. Super excited about that. It was supposed to rain this morning, and then they pushed it back, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to rain until tomorrow, but we really ran hard yesterday to get that hay done. We got 40 bales of dry second crop, so I'll take you guys up and show you that. It's probably gonna get sprinkled on, but it's not a big deal. The net wrap that's on them really repels a lot of the water, and as long as they're not standing up, if they're laying on their side, they'll be absolutely fine. If you stood them up where there's no covering, and obviously the bale is just wide open, that would be when you could ruin a lot of the bale. So this is just some of the second crop that I brought back in the baler. It was like 10 feet, so I just baled it up and brought it back for the calves because I know they would really enjoy it. So this is what it ended up looking like. Just absolutely beautiful stuff. Really light, fluffy bales. A lot of milk in that. So we're gonna take Brent's four-wheeler up and check the corn, because I know you guys have been asking about that, and I honestly haven't seen it in a while. So we're gonna go up there right now and check on it. Changing and or completely lost their leaves already. So it's officially fall. Look at them. All right, now we're good. This is basically all it's done. It honestly got too much rain and it's too wet down here. It just doesn't dry out. If we had had any other year, I think it would have been okay. But it being so wet this year, you can see it's really yellow because it's just super, super wet. Like I said, any other year it would have been all right. Some of the drier places, like right there, you can see it's nice and dark green. It all looked healthy when it first 2 weeks after we planted it. And then we just got torrential downpours every other day, it seemed like. And just basically ended up drowning it. So I did want to show you guys what happened to it. It didn't, you know, it is what it is. I mean, at least we know the planter works. That was really our main goal. We would have loved to have gotten some corn, obviously, but you can see it's also something chewing on it, probably deer. But right here, this one is nice and dark green. Something chewed its top off. But then as you go down farther, it's just really, really yellow and wet. Honestly, just not a good place for corn. It's just too wet back here. If it was a super dry year, I think it would do great. But we almost never have those in Maine. So I did want to show you guys how it was doing. Kind of update you. Lost my food and now it's really hot. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer and we know the planter works, but we didn't really get to try out the way we wanted to harvest it. I don't know if Brent's ever explained that to you, but since it's his idea, I'll let him explain that to you guys sometime because a lot of you guys have been asking. We were going to borrow a chopper, but the plans kind of changed, so I'll let him tell you that. Up there you can see how it's nice and dark green up there too. It just didn't quite get enough of a start. If we'd planted it earlier, it might have been okay. It might have gotten enough of a start to get ahead of all that rain. It probably still would have been really yellow and not great, but... So now the plans are to chisel this field again next year, or this fall probably. We'll chisel that again. We'll probably just plant some grass in here. It's definitely gonna have to be a hay field because it's just too wet for anything else. Hopefully we have enough gas to get back. I don't know why, but when I'm out here in this field, like way back in the woods like this, I just feel like there's something watching me. And then my imagination goes crazy. I'm like, it's a bear. Yeah. Now for the last thing, we gotta head over and feed the heifers in the heifer barn. So I'm gonna get them a pail of their morning cornmeal. Ignore how dirty the back of my truck is. Embarrassing. I feel like I'm just gonna carry this around all morning and never eat it. I already forgot one thing I have to do is duct tape one of the bales because it broke open. So sometimes when he's wrapping them, they'll hit each other, like this one rolled right into that one right there. So there's a special kind of tape you can buy, but nobody around us carries it for some reason, so we just use duct tape. It works pretty much the same. I don't know any other way to get that off. Just do that a couple times. Going opposite directions. Make sure it's airtight. There. We still haven't used up our bales we painted for the parade. Okay. No, I'm not buckled. There. So this is actually the field that we did the other day. We got 40 round bales off of it. I do have to grab something out of the Kubota, so. Actually, go around to this side. See, they're super light. You can push them really easy, so it definitely got dry enough to put it away in the hay barn. And also, the baler worked absolutely perfect the other day. I did this whole field, no problem. I'm not really sure why it had issues the other day. I guess it was just having a bad day and it felt the need to drag us down with it. We still haven't chopped this corn up here. Here we are. Sunnydale Farms 2. Looks like we need to replace that sign. Okay. This is probably going to be one of the next fields that we do. Just a little one that butts up against this cornfield. Here I'm mooing. Where is our morning food? Girls? Hello? How come you're all the way over here? I'm gonna feed you on this side. We're gonna just dump their cornmeal down in this bunk. I got it all over their heads. Sorry, guys. All right, so they have a dry bale up here because we'd fed them quite a few wrapped ones in a row. I'm just gonna fill this other side so they can eat their cornmeal over there. That should hold them for the rest of the day, and then we'll come over and do the same thing at night. I'll take you guys down so you can see them. They are all on the other side of the bunk right now, eating cornmeal, but they do need to be cleaned out. They make a pretty big mess in here, although it has been a while since we cleaned them out. Take you around this way so we don't scare them. We also put a Purina mineral block down here, a mineral and protein block down here for them. We give them one probably once every 3 weeks, maybe. This is how they are looking. This is the biggest Normandy right here. She's just about the same size as that Jersey that slid in beside her. And then actually they're going from size accordingly, biggest to smallest. So this one, that one, and the next one are going to be going over to get bred probably mid-winter, I would say. We'll come down and get them with the trailer and bring them back up there so they can get bred, hopefully by the Dutch belted, because I just love to have some little Dutch belted calves. They're all eating peacefully. They definitely need to be cleaned out. They're a mess. Hopefully nobody escaped through the door when I wasn't looking. Oh, there's one of the Normandys. She's over here. Coco. She's over here eating hay. Guess she's not interested in cornmeal. That's pretty much everything we had to do for the morning. I love this barn. This is actually an old, this right here is where they used to keep the grain. It's just part of an old bin. They cut it, shoved it in here. You can still actually pull that and open it. Welcome back again, guys. It is 3 days later. The sun is finally shining. It is a beautiful day. It's actually been a beautiful stretch of days. We are out haying again. So I've already done, let's see, 24 or 25 in this field that we're in right now. We've got some more hay down over there that's been tethered and is going to be ready tomorrow. Also another field over there that's going to be ready tomorrow. We've just been hitting it hard. We mow every morning and then tether what we mowed the day before that and bale after that. So we have like a whole, kind of like an assembly line way of doing it. I go out and mow. While Brent is raking the field, I'm going to be baling that afternoon, and then I tether what I had mowed the day before, and then I come over and bale, and then the next day I'll go out and mow, and then tether, and then bale in a line all the way down through the fields. We've gotten quite a lot done. I'd say we've gotten about probably maybe a little less than half of our second crop done. We still have to pick up those 40 bales over there. We're probably going to be doing that sometime here when we get a chance, probably tomorrow. It's still supposed to be gorgeous weather, so it's not really like a pressing thing. We just like to get them out of the sun so it doesn't bleach them out too much. So now I'm assuming we're gonna have around 30 something in this field, so we'll have 70 altogether so far to pick up, plus what we have over there that's already down, and whatever we get down tomorrow. I'm guessing probably over there will be another 25, so around 100 that we have to pick up right off. I know this is going to be probably kind of a shorter video. Sorry about that, but it's just been absolutely crazy. You know how it is. So the baler is doing semi-okay. The monitor has frozen a couple times lately. I'm not sure what's up with that, if it's got a loose connection or something. It did mess up one bale because it started wrapping net around it, but it didn't tell me it was doing it. This time it actually kept working after it froze. It kept doing what it was supposed to. It just started wrapping, and I didn't know because it didn't beep. So when I turned around, it was wrapping, so I stopped. It had some hay, obviously, that it had layered over the net wrap, so I just had to take that off, and we'll go back over. You can probably see the little pile in front of that bale that's tipped up straight. I need to go clean that back up, but it's been working okay. Other than that, it is very hot today. It's 80 degrees, and it feels, I don't know, it feels even hotter than usual because the mornings have been like in the low to mid 40s. So 80 just feels really, really warm. So the monitor is going right now, for now. We'll start her up and see if we can't finish this. is 2:45, so I'm gonna head home for a little while, take just a little bit of a break. This is not a whole bale, I just wrapped it anyway. You can tell it's a little bit smaller than the rest of them. It's close enough. Brent will still be able to pick it up and probably just take it over and feed the heifers with that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I know it's a little bit shorter than usual. Maybe some of you like the shorter videos. Let me know if you guys like the shorter videos or the longer videos. Either way, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and comment down below. Keep it real, keep farming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.